I gave an example in another class, just for you. You remember that example? You see, suppose, think, let's think this is a solid gold watch. Take an example. This is a solid gold watch. I put it in mud. I put it in full mud and cement. You know it is a gold. It's made out of gold. I make cement. I make mud. I put some cow dung on it, dry it up also. Except dial, everything is finished. I throw it away. Will you take it or dump it? Huh? You will take it. Why? You are not looking at the cow dung, dried cow dung. You are not looking at the mud. You are not looking at the cement. Your gold vision is complete. You know this is gold. Why people go for panning gold? Why they are looking for the dirt? Mountains they remove. Why? Whether it's mountains of dirt, 1 kilo of gold, doesn't matter. That place is very, very dear to me. Why? Gold. In this mountain of dirt, there is infinity ID. The person can be a rogue, somebody can be anything, doesn't matter. But in him, there is something which he himself doesn't know. But the teacher's confidence comes from knowing about the other person. Therefore he says, come on, do this. Therefore you appreciate. And when somebody, at a 10-year-old Nachiketas, is interested in this knowledge, you, the 60-year-old man, start wondering, when I was 10, I was such an idiot. Now look at this boy, 10-year-old, how is he interested? His genuine appreciation comes. Hey Nachiketas, I gave you, what I gave you? Kamasyaptim jagata pratishtham. I offered you any kamasyaptim, the end of all desires, the end of human desires. What all thing you want, you get it. Ima Rama Saratha Saturya. You remember all these things? Swayam cha jiva saradya vadicchasi. Hey Nachiketas, you want anything. Bhumer mahadayatanam brunishva. You choose any amount of land, any amount of gold, hiranyam, aswan, hastin, pashun. You want gold, diamond, ornaments, horses, elephants, vast tract of land in this world. So not only the best part of it is, I have all these things, I will be dead. Swayam cha jiva saradayavadichasi. You shall live as long as you like. And who promises you? Lord of Death. Meaning, I will not touch you. You live as long as you like. But you gave it up. Why? You know, even I myself will go. Because when one creation comes to an end, all the gods also will change. You know, these head of the departments will change. So when head of the department changes, who is going to protect Nachiketas? Story, story, story. See that beauty. Meaning at one time, however extension of mortality is not immortality. One day it will come to an end. So even after 60 million years, if have come to an end, I want to know what happens after that. That was Nachiketas. He said, I am not interested in this. At the end of it, when my body passes, what happens? After death. Remember the question? Yayam prete vichikisha manusye asti tyege nayam asti. So you remember, good. So this is yayam vichikisha manusye. This is the doubt in the human world. Prete, when the man is dead, when the body passes, some people say asti. Some people say the person survives. Some people say nasti, that the end of the person doesn't survive. Which one is right? You are the one, head of the department, you must be knowing the truth. And that involves the absolute knowledge, which after death what happens? We saw. It can be transmigration, it can be liberation. What is that happens? So that involves liberation, freedom. So Atma Vidya, self-knowledge. Therefore, Yamaraj, before handing it over, he dissuades him, take all these things. Whatever you want, you take it. Kamasya aptim jagata pratishtham. all your desires are fulfilled, every world you shall gain. Krator anantyam avayasya param. Kratoho anantyam. Kratu like a ritual by which you will give Hiranyagarbha pada. You will be like a god, you will be sitting on these heavens. All these things, tomam, stutyam, all that is praiseworthy, dreams of average human being. Urugayam, Vistirnam, vast fields of experiences. Even though I gave you, I tempted you with Dhrutya Dhiro Nachiketa Atyasrakshi. Hey Nachiketa, Atyasrakshi, you just gave up. You said, no, I am not interested in this. I am interested only in that which is never subject to loss. Whether the thing is lost in 1 day or 1 billion years doesn't matter. It will come to an end. I am not interested in anything that comes to an end. That is why Viveka. Are you getting that? Discrimination of the highest kind. Nitya Anitya. Nachiketa says, I want something. We shall never come to an end. Please give this. Hey Nachiketa, at your age, you saw it. But look at me. What did I do? Go back to the verse. Janamyaham sevadhiritya nityam. Janamyaham. Aham janami. I know sevadhi, these rituals. Karma phala. Sevadhi. Anityamiti. That any action being limited, result also will be limited. I know this. But I started looking for that phala. Why is it so that I am stupid? Because of, why do I call myself immature? Because, underline that next line please, remember it. Nahi adhruvaihi prapyate dhruvam tat. That you write it down in your room also. Adhruvaihi, nahi adhruvaihi prapyate dhruvam tat. Dhruvam means dhruvam nishchitam. That which is ever existing cannot be gained by adhruva, that which is uncertain, continuously fleeting, changing. By holding on to changing things, you shall never get the changeless. By holding on to a dying body, you cannot be deathless. By holding on to something which is by itself insecure, you cannot get absolute security. Wealth cannot give you absolute security because itself is insecure. That the wealth is insecure, wealth does not know. That you are looking for security in the wealth does not know. You impose security in insecure wealth. You impose security in the insecure body. You impose insecurity in the insecure emotions. You impose security in insecure thoughts and so-called informations. It's your mistake.